Hello, good evening and welcome to Rob and Suzi's allotment adventure part 26. It is Sunday the 17th of August here in the UK. It's about o'clock over there, it's about 7:15, so I usually do early morning videos, but this is an evening one. It's come up here and dug some potatoes, harvested some cauliflowers, and we'll show you how we've gone on. We'll start, as nearly always, with the pear tree, which is looking super duper this year. We've already had about 10 pears off it. Suzi's come up and done a quick twist test, and 10 of them came off easily, so they're home ready to be cooked or eaten. I don't think she's decided yet. The wildlife pond is looking very full of water soldiers. I need to thin those out really to give some of the wildlife a better drinking opportunity now that probably the majority of the froglets have gone. I've spotted a few around the place. Don't look at that lot. Work in progress as always. The courgettes have been doing pretty good. There's two of the normal ones, they'll be coming home with me later. And then the yellow ones, a couple of those will be coming as well. Seem to be boom or bust with those. You get a couple ready at the same time and then nothing for a few days. Right, and this is my first harvest of the salad potatoes, or second earlies, whatever you want to call them. That's the row that it's come out of, so there's 6 plants worth. So there's 6 roots in there, which isn't too bad. We'll show you the new potatoes, which are a bit late really, but I've still got a few to harvest. Now the dwarf French beans, you can see at this one's still got flowers on, so this is still producing new stuff, whereas the ones that I left to try and mature a bit more have gone all to seed really. Like that one there, that one's going, I can't harvest that anymore, but that'll get used. Like that one, that'll get dried out and used for next year's crop. So you're getting free plants really. The leeks that I've put in are going well. I haven't got one of them that looks like it's died. I have to water them about once a week at the moment because we're getting temperatures up to the low 30s at the moment, which, depending on where you are in the world, probably doesn't sound very hot, but it is for the UK. We're not used to temperatures like that. We have the sweet corn over here that my daughter Bethany is rushing back from Canada on Tuesday, because that's about when I think the first one will be ready. It's not like she's cutting it short, it just happens to be Tuesday she's coming home. Right, cauliflowers. Now over here we have some absolute crackers, pure white and spot on, but it's a real small window. You just wait and harvest them at the precise time when they're at their peak, and these have just gone slightly over. We might be able to salvage a few bits like that bit there, that'll be okay, but some of these that have started to bolt, they'll have to be cut away and composted, but probably that one there will be okay, and then the ones next to it, they're starting to go a bit yellow and purpley. Probably won't make it through Suzi's quality control, like that one there that's gone all purple. That'll just go straight in the compost bin. But it's a fine line. I come up here every night and water, and it's a case, do I leave it another night or do I harvest it? Hey ho, bit of Russian roulette. Right, that is the new potatoes, which is not as impressive because again that's a whole row, probably 7, 6, at least 6, probably 7 plants there, probably 50% less, or should I say, no, a third less. So the other one's half as much again. If you studied your maths well at school, 50% less isn't the same as 50% more. It's strange. Carrots are doing okay. The last of the onions, they've gone over. We haven't got any major rain forecast this week here, so I'm going to harvest them next week. They'll be okay as they are. Now you can see in there's lots of greenery. I've had a thin out of the leaves and some of the stalks and things on the tomatoes in the greenhouse. Over there, some of the outside. Oh, sorry, we went past the soft fruits we've had. Oh no, right. Rewind. Soft fruit cage. We've just had a lovely little harvest of golden raspberries. They're absolutely beautiful, they are. Not many people seem to have golden raspberries, and I much prefer them. And these are a bit of a predecessor. They are Gardener's Delight, I think. Look at those. You couldn't paint anything as colourful as that tomato there. Gorgeous. And a cucumber that fell off for some reason. Don't have cucumbers fall off. Right, back to where we were. Sorry about that. The outside tomatoes are still going okay. Some still flowering. Cosmos flowers. I'm going to cut some of those so I can take Suzi some flowers and cauliflowers. The carrots are doing okay. Just give them a slight weeding, heat them back up a bit. The basil, I've left that a little bit too long. I didn't know when to pick it, and I think I've left it a bit long, and it's starting to bolt a bit. But the next lot is coming through. I planted it in a couple of weeks apart, so the new stuff is coming through, hopefully. And if anybody's an expert on acers, for some reason all of my acers have croaked it. I've got three. Got a lovely golden one there, if anybody can remember my old videos. And these just seem to, like, overnight we had that hot period, and overnight they just wilted. So whether they're going to come back, and it's even got the golden raspberries. I took four or five plants, and they got nuked as well. I didn't think it was that hot, but they really didn't like it. Right, into the jungle of the greenhouse. So we've got some lovely, these great big monstrous Big Daddy, these are big beef tomatoes. I think that's the furthest on one we've got of those. They're a bit of a late developer, but we've had a bit of a nightmare. There seems to be, the bigger ones seem to be getting a black thing on the bottom, some harvest syndrome or something, one of the other plot holders told me about. He says not to worry too much. But all the cherry tomatoes, they're okay, they're not getting it. Some little plum tomatoes, the Romas, they're like the ones that you make into passata. They seem to be cropping okay. A whopping cucumber. That one is Diva, seems to be shorter and stubbier, more girth. And these are the Femme Spot. So the first ones are absolutely perfect. That sort of width all the way down, look like you got them out of the supermarket. But as the heats increase, they've gone a bit more drawn. But and some more Roma, and the Gardener's Delight has fell into the Roma a bit. And then some more cherry tomatoes. So there we have it. Oh, we'll come outside. It's a little bit of the dappled evening light. I won't be long on here because the midges come out to play nice and early on here and bloody eat you alive, little gits. And there we have it. Hope you've enjoyed the little tour. Oh, I forgot to say, Danny Pearson, he got one of my cucumbers. Hope it was as tasty as it looked, seeing as though I whooped his ass at fishing yesterday. But Matt, my ex-work colleague, kicked everybody's arse and won the whole match, so well done to Matt. He was chuffed to bits with that, and unfortunately the guy next to him knocked me out of the knockout competition in the semi-final stage, but never mind, got further than I ever had before, so beaten by the better man on the day, as they say. But, right, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share it with your friends, or just watch it to nod off to this evening. Okay, thanks again. Cheers.